It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. Here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesale and real estate. Got the guys here in Florida and in Tennessee. Today's topic, if a cash buyer asks for this, run.
Oh man, we gonna save that till the end, or we gonna get that out the way? What are we doing?
We'll see.
I say we save it, man. Keep them warning. What's that?
Run.
That cliffhanger.
Yeah.
What is it the cash buyer say?
Well, this the thumbnail. I went with it, so hopefully it's all like go together.
Dude, when I read it, I'm like, man, is it the seller's information before the closing? Like, connect me with the seller. I'll talk to them.
Hey, and the famous words of Mr. from Color Purple, could be not.
What is it, sir? What is it?
The numbers are the numbers. But yeah, so I was here to get you guys in. Hopefully, it's a Friday. I forgot Monday was a holiday also, so banks are not open, and so that could be good or bad. All right, going on, and so then what we got the holiday and the thing, the presidential thing too, that on the same day. So
the inauguration?
Yeah. So big weekend this weekend for some of us not, I guess. But if you have a 3-day, and then it may snow here Tuesday, so that's just like a whole nother holiday for here locally for people that work. So they shut all that down or whatever. So what that is? That's 5 days. Yeah, that's almost a 5-day weekend.
5-day holiday.
Yeah,
because they know school, right?
Yeah, 4-day week holiday. Yeah. Yeah. If it just has to be a threat of a snow, or shut them down. Just a threat of a show.
I was talking to the title company about this clothing that we have on Monday, and the escrow agent was like, "Yeah, Monday is a holiday." I was like, "What holiday is that?" She was like, "It's Martin Luther King Day." I'm like, "It is?" She was like, "You of all people should know that." I was like, "Man, I'm Jamaican. We don't care about none of that American stuff."
Yeah, like you're in Jamaica then. Why you're not in Jamaica then? It's so great.
Exactly. Man. Y'all ain't fixing the Elon Musk me now.
Yeah. That what he said or something?
Nah, Elon was going against the mega people. They called him black. They call him what they call him? They call him a South African.
Oh, well, no, what do you mean he was going against them? He didn't. Huh? I think it was been years ago.
No, this just happened. This just happened.
Make America great again?
Yeah, the mega people. Yeah.
He's from South Africa.
Was he born there or he was born here?
Yeah, he's from South Africa. He was born in South Africa.
Okay.
But he's telling them that he's not giving them no jobs. He's gonna hire people from overseas. They like, what you mean? I thought that's the whole reason why we voted. And Elon's like, well, yeah, I know y'all did, but I'm not fixing to hire y'all. And they're like, what the Elon? You South African. They turned on his ass fast.
Okay.
Oh man.
A lot of people are just checking in. Then you have someone that's on Instagram is asking, what type of deals really stand out in today's market? Fix and flip, novations, or et cetera, et cetera.
Deal by deal, man.
It's case by case.
Case by case.
Case by case.
You're dealing with millions of properties. hundreds of thousands of opportunities. Just no way to say that.
Jamming
Have,
always.
have multiple tools in your box would be ideal.
Jamming always is loving the thumbnail. Says you captured it. And Matthew Justice, hi Flip. I meant to say I've gotten a lot of responses back after submitting offers. They're just all negative, and I haven't had any follow-ups.
Oh, and Matthew, I still got to go through yours, man. I still got to go through them. So just hold your horses here. Hold your horses. I mentioned it on the thing last night. I still got to go through yours to check, see what you got going.
All right. Good morning from Houston. And Hostway, with the KISS strategy, how do I know how much I'm making? Can you give an example?
A simple thing you can do is just do 10% of the number, the initial listing price. So if it started out at $100,000, what they were listing the property at, just do 10%. So 10 grand. You just have to be flexible. Now you can make more sometimes. Sometimes you'll make less than that number, but ideally that's what you're shooting for. But it's baked in.
Yeah, and little Judge, just have to wait till the end of the show and then figure out what you should run from.
We might not go to the very end, but
not the very end.
Hey, stay tuned.
It'll be worth the wait. Charles Madden, the A Team is in the town. Best show on the earth for real estate.
Oh, that's what's happening.
The A Team is in town. Okay.
Mr. Madden, CM.
All righty. Okay. That's what I see right now. Everybody else is kind of speaking.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, what I was talking about before we came on, when I watched that, I said, that means I ain't working hard enough. Just that simple. Like, we hear work harder, not work smarter, not harder. Yeah. Obviously, you want to do that, but yeah.
Are you talking about the Asian?
Yeah. Yeah. Already, you think about it, you already know that, but he sort of just put it in a context where it's just clear.
Yeah, you were that example that you was using last night in the show. The cell phone has like, you used to play the football on the little game or whatever, the gaming device. That's a part of your phone now. The camera.
Well, they put it all in one. It's like, do they even sell iPods anymore?
Yeah, you can still buy one. Just like I said, I was saying not 2025 cars, but I'm saying like in the 2020s, those cars you can hook up an iPod to, and instead of using Bluetooth. So I think they still sell them. It's just harder to find them though. You're not gonna find them like Best Buy, but
that's what I'm saying. It does Apple produce iPods? That's what I mean.
Yeah, they still do.
Okay. Yeah. Because once they went to adding the capability of listening to music on the phone over time, and I'm sure they knew that it was going to fade that out, but they would probably, I don't know what they would prefer, but they would have all of it in one device or whatever. So, just change the world.
Soul Soldier, can you use Land Portal to find infill lots?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. Yes. So you can go in there and I can show you real quick. You can go in there and you can put in whatever size you want, right? What am I doing here? Okay, yeah. You can go in here and hope it let me in. Let me in here. All right, so you can go when you filter. So if we're going to do vacant lots, we're going to choose an area. We'll just do, I don't know, we'll do California. We'll do, what am I looking for? L. We'll do Los Angeles County. And now you get into the size that you want to target. So if you're going to do infill lots, normally you're talking, especially out there, you're talking probably even smaller than that. But I'm just going to use 5,000 to 7,500 square feet. They'll go even smaller than that. That's 7,500 square feet. We'll just say it doesn't matter about that. But so I'm just pulling a quick look. Well, let me deem it down because it'll take a long time in this area here. So they live out of the state. We'll just say they live out of state, and it's in their name. All right. So now it'll pull up a list. So in a market like that, it's very vast. But it probably, well, we'll see. We'll just see what it pulls based on the filters I put in here. She's a thinning. There you go. So it pulled 256 of them, right? And so now you just should start clicking on them, start looking what you got. So it's zooming in to this area right here. That's an infill lot. Don't know what it's zoned for, but this one here, same thing. Looks like it's landlocked though. I guess I could have put that in there not to be landlocked with some road frontage. But let's look at some more. There's another one. All right, but to answer your question, that's how you would do it. Just put it in the size area. You may want to put a little road frontage in there, maybe 50 to 100, at least 50 feet. That's where it might even need that many, but we'll say at least 50 feet. But that's pretty much it to answer your question. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And Debbie in Scooter is saying that realtor got another offer for cash, so I'm lucky. Thank you for comping the property.
Which one was that? I wonder.
I wonder too. I wonder, did she offer too much, or is that what it is? You remember, Chevy?
Nah. Nah, bro.
Gemini Ways, when you get a moment, can a realtor / listing agent charge a good faith fee for listing property to be paid up front? A friend was just presented with this one and wants to sell his home. Thanks.
A good faith fee? Typically what I notice with those is going to be more so like, is it like a fee for future listings? Like a realtor will pay you for future listings. If you ever get into anything like that, that's going to be where they put a lien against the property where you can't do nothing they're the go-to. You can't sell your property without going through them. There's a lot of companies out there like that as well. So I'm not sure what all kind of terms and what it all entails, but that's typically what it is when I see stuff like that, as far as a realtor paying you for future listings.
All right. Charles Madden, gentlemen, how do we know with the seller or the agent to offer creative or cash? Do we start the cash offer, then switch to creative if they reject?
In this sense, we're starting out with the cash offer, and then we're presenting creative. It all depends on the seller motivation as well. So it starts with just negotiating though.
All right. And Sophia, you borrow. Hi, Flipman. Question: when finding the offer contract, what contract do you recommend? Where do I find it? Would it be on Dealulator or is it on Zonks?
Okay, if you're talking about when you're using the KISS method, the offer template is not a contract. Just just a sheet just to send over what your terms are. The agent will fill out the contract. But if you go to Zomps.com or if you text KISS to 205-964-5243, it'll take you over here where it says find deals. And here's the document right here. Now, hopefully, I didn't even say it. At some point today, hopefully, my web guy is going to have this where you can fill this out online. People are really struggling with the math on this stuff. I don't know if I guess I haven't done a good job on it, but so what you'll do right now, you just click where it says download. It'll take you to this Google document. To make it yours, just go to file, make a copy, and then boom, then it's yours to do and manipulate with whatever you want to do with it. So, but yeah, so we're going to have that. Once we work the bugs out on it, you're just going to be able to just put a price in. That's what I'm shooting for. Might have to do maybe another step, but what I'm shooting for, once you put the list price in, what is listed for on Zillow, it just going to do everything else. Now, you'll be able to edit if you want to, like you want to offer less, maybe a little more or whatever, but ideally that's what it's going to do. It's just going to just fill it out for you. All you got to do is just download it and send, save it and send it. Also, people, which I already probably knew that was going to happen. People struggle with the math side of it or whatever. So I've interacted with enough people that'll hold that. Even though it ain't nothing perfect, we're trying to make it as simple as possible for people to find the property, reach out to the agent or sell or whatever, but reach out to the agent in this situation and then simply send them over the offer or whatever. But everybody's not on the same page technical wise when using a laptop or a PC, and then everybody ain't on the same stage mathematically. Even though it may seem simple to me to add and subtract things, maybe multiply a little bit just in my head, everybody don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? So
because I don't do that. I need tools to figure out numbers.
I need tools too, but I can rip off what's 20% of 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna normally think about it in money too. So I think that helps me because I'm gonna think about it in money. But again, everybody's just different on that math stuff. Some people.
So what he's doing is you find the property, you put in a number, and it just spits out what you need to offer. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Edward Thames is saying, I guess he looked it up on ChatGPT. I appreciate that. It says Apple stopped making iPods in May of 2022.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. It just didn't make sense for them to keep making them when,
it's already integrated.
It's already integrated. Yeah. That's probably X number of years too long.
Mm-hmm. Because, it used to be that if you got things like on a DVD, it sounded better. And I go back and forth with people, but even online, it doesn't. It compares now to using an actual DVD. The sound like you get for a movie or whatever, you can get the same sound. So it's the same thing with Bluetooth, that you can get the same sound from your phone. So that's probably why they stopped selling them, because no difference.
Yeah.
Heat 777. What company should I say I have? This buyer wants me to email them information about my company.
A buyer? It doesn't matter, buyer or seller. None. You just say whatever your name is. That's me. I'm just regular guy just trying to buy and sell some real estate as an investment to try to change my family situation. I'm just a regular guy. I don't have one of those yet. Is that?
Yeah. Be confident in that. Gemini Ways. No, just a straight sale for a home he inherited. I guess this is her friend where the realtor.
Okay. So they trying to charge us so they're not trying to charge you the regular commission structure. They're just saying, hey, look, I'll list it for you. Just pay me a certain fee.
But they want it up front. They want it up front. Is that what she said? They want it up front. They want it up front. You go with somebody else. There's too many other options out there.
Yeah.
I think she's saying it's a friend that's listing it for friends. I don't think that's something that they want up front. I don't know.
And he
Not sure about the
777.
whole story.
He's saying the seller is asking their company name.
Yeah. Whether it's a seller or a buyer, just let them know, hey, look, I don't have a company yet. Just trying to change my family situation. So I'm just starting out just me.
Yeah.
An independent investor, local investor, or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't pay nobody for the listing no property if the property ain't even sell yet.
no. Too many options out there.
Even lawyers give better options than that. The lawyers say we don't win, you don't pay us.
Mhm.
And today, now with the realtor, in some areas they have to get permission from the seller. So why would I pay you when, you know what I'm saying? They're putting in these challenges now. You know, you lucky to get a seller to agree. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get approval. You know what I'm talking about, Ty? In some areas where the realtor has to get I forget. It's you know the new law that
Well, they
these
got something. I really don't even understand what the difference is. I don't understand what the. I thought they were doing that anyway. I don't know what the
you
difference.
mean them getting permission and stuff.
Yeah, I thought you had to sign something anyway. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe somebody can explain it to me, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Because I don't really understand it, but I know it's just some type of new laws that they put out there. So
They put something else. I thought they were doing it anyway.
All right, Chuck Rose. What's up, fellas? I got in contact with a realtor who has worked with wholesalers. He sent me 3 fourplexes, one on market and 2 off market in Louisiana, and he's supposed to send me more off market properties.
Not a big. It could be a great opportunity, or it could be nothing, as long as those are his listings. But if he's just sending you stuff that's already for sale on the internet, off market, I'm assuming those are his listings. But if he's just sending you stuff just listed on the internet, he's not doing anything special. If they're not his listing, that's the first hurdle.
All right. Gemini Ways. I think she's still talking about. I'm trying to convince him to let me do the deal, but he thinks what I'm doing is a joke.
Yeah, I'm just move on.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to talk about. Let him do his thing.
All right. Josue, what's you guys' advice on getting bigger deals like say 30K and up? Is there a criteria, a market you would recommend since bigger deals require the same amount of time as smaller deals?
Well, that's going to, if you're talking about houses, then you're going to have to change either neighborhoods within the markets that you're targeting now as far as a price point to accomplish that as far as 30K per deal, or you're going to have to change markets. Now, that's with houses. Now, with land, especially self-storage, the multifamilies, those are going to be normal paydays, targeting the right size properties. But with land, if you're targeting decent sized parcels, per se, more so than just infield lots, depending on the market. Still depends on the market. That's going to be a lot more common. But with houses, you're going to have to get into higher priced houses. If you're doing houses under 30 or under 100K, it's difficult to get consistent 30K paydays. There's just not that much money going to be on the table like that normally for you to take. So once you get to probably 250, 300, I don't know, I'm just doing the math in my head quicker. It may be a little less than that, maybe a little more. Then it may be more common to get closer to that number. Now, once you start getting in 400, 500 houses, that's what the ARVs is, that could be more normal.
And Charles is asking, are you gentlemen offering to help to close once we establish a relationship with the agent or seller and they potentially accept?
Say that again.
He's asking, are you willing to help close once he establishes a relationship with the agent or seller that they could potentially accept the deal?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. This person, McGee on Instagram, is saying, I appreciate your guidance, Flip Man. Started out not knowing anything and closed 2 deals last month.
Oh, that's what's happening.
That's what's up.
That's who? Oh, that was on Instagram. Okay.
On Instagram, yeah, that's on Instagram.
That's what's up.
All right. And this is okay. So Robin Adams, I got my first response to my initial text. Property is in Birmingham, Alabama. Agent said the seller is rejecting offers because they want full asking or closer.
Next. That's easy to move on from. Next.
All right. And Juju Jones, should you stick to one area? Like if you're doing land, just stick to that so that you don't bounce back and forth between land and houses.
You can do both. Yeah, I like to think I'm doing both. That to prevent you from doing multiple, pursuing multiple opportunities. I was just saying that about the Asians work harder, so that to prevent you from doing both.
You never know. Depends on what bucket they fit in. As long as you're calling people. What did it say? Tori, and you took the words out of my mouth with the independent investor. Yeah, because hey, I think it's better to say independent investor. That way that person know that they're dealing with the direct person, even though you flipping them. But Odile Thomas, seller wanted me to give him the EMD. I told him that's not how it works. It has to go to escrow account, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, that's all of them right now.
Okay. So you knocked everybody out. Nobody's feeling left out this afternoon / morning.
All right, man. Let's stop keeping people in suspense, man.
We only 28 minutes in, so we'll roll with it.
What?
We'll roll with it. So today's title, if a cash buyer asks for this, run. Okay, it's going to be a number of things. Now, when I was thinking about one particular thing, but actually, it's a number of things. And I guess even if it's twofold. Either that, and I guess we're talking about someone that actually can purchase. It ain't the money. For whatever reason, they're trying to obviously they're trying to get the best deal they can get. But you would like to think that you're dealing with someone that understands your value and that you're going to be able to help them make money over the course of some time, months, hopefully years, or whatever. So they know you're not doing it for free. But especially on an initial conversation with the buyer at some point, if they seem to be really interested in the property, sometimes they'll ask you for the contract, right? And so the contract between you and the seller. And I said run. Sometimes, I get they may not understand, they might not know that you're really in that position with the seller, that you have it locked up. So I have in the past, I have sent it over to, but I'm just going to block out the numbers that matter, what I have it for with the seller or whatever. And I'll let them know that if I'm comfortable with the conversation on why they're doing it or why they want it. If they just want it just to justify, hey, I'm not dealing with the person that asking, that I actually have to go through, then yeah, okay, I get it. But if you think they're doing it because they just trying to figure out where they need to be at with you on a price, yeah, that's when you run. Like, okay, just hey, you're not the person for me. I ain't the guy for you. whatever. Cause I want to deal with someone that I can have a business relationship with because I'm feeding them, I'm helping them make money. If an investor slash cash buyer doesn't get your value, that when you bring them a deal, money that just literally fell out of the sky for them, if it's a deal that works for them, then that's someone you don't want to deal with, right? If they don't get that, that's someone you don't deal with. The only way this stuff works consistently is that you have control of the deal, especially on the seller side, but even on the buyer side to a strong degree, because at the end of the day, it's still your transaction or whatever. So, but if they get it, someone's asking you for the for what, basically asking what you got it under contract for to determine how much they want to pay you or whatever, then boom, that's why I promote a price and not an assignment fee itself. My fee is built into the price, and you'll let them know that, hey, my fee is already built in the price. What do you want to pay for it? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they may think they're getting over on you, and you may have it out there at 125, and they ask you, will you take 110 for it? But in reality, you got it on the contract for 70. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, yeah, we can. We might say I can think about that and hit them back later that day or the next day. Yeah, we can do that or whatever. But and then the other thing is that now that's if that's one side of it. I'm confident that this person can make the deal happen. It ain't the lack of money or resources. Then you're going to have what sort of not really with the topic. They're really not cash buyers or whatever. They're just probably another wholesaler, which is fine, but it needs to be established that they are or whatever. So once you do that, normally you can tell what that is, that on the length of the time that it'll take them to close, and or when you throw up the earnest money deposit, they balk at it. Those are normally some good signs that you're dealing with another wholesaler. Well, again, which is fine if it's established that that's what they are, because you can make money with other wholesalers. It happens all the time or whatever. It just needs to be established that's what they are or whatever. So but those are my 2 cents on if a cash buyer asks for this. Ron Chevo may have a different perspective.
If I'm assigning a deal, I typically send the contract with the assignment of contract anyways. And that's with buyers that I have a relationship where I'm like, hey man, it's 20 grand assignment or whatever the case may be. So I'll tell a buyer like, hey man, the assignment is 20 grand. And if they bark at it, then yeah, I'm not fooling with them. Right. So I'll let a buyer know like, hey man, it's going to be a 20 grand. Cause here's the thing. Here's what happened, right? You get to the closing table and a buyer backs out because they're like, oh, I'm not fixing to pay 20 grand for no assignment.
Well, normally you don't get to the closing table before they see the HUDs though. It's not like it's a surprise. Right?
When it comes, hold on. What the hell? When it comes to like the closing, it depends on if you're double closing or if you're just doing it where where it's just on one HUD, right? So a lot of times, especially sometimes in double close, title company require you to have the money up front so you could close out the deal, and then they turn around and close it out with the buyer. All the deals that I do typically is just on one HUD statement, man. So whenever I'm doing the deals, depending on who I'm dealing with, a lot of times I deal with a buyer that deals already reported, so we've already done deals together. But if it's like a buyer that I've never done no deal with, I'm letting them know like, hey man, it's a 10K assignment, 20K assignment, whatever the case may be. I'm just testing them to see how they're going to react to me telling them what an assignment is. So I haven't lost a deal where a buyer's like, yeah, I'm not paying you that. I haven't ran into that yet, but like typically I don't like surprises, and I've seen buyers like get goosebumps at closing table talking about, yeah, this is too much money to be paying out an assignment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. That it's I don't can't even think of a closing that a couple of days before they don't send everybody the HUD statement, so it shouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah. That's what I mean by that. Like when it's like when they send them the settlement statement.
Yeah.
I've had buyers like, damn, Chevy, you making a lot of money off of this. Look me out for the next one. But I haven't had nobody like, yeah, I'm good, man. I ain't gonna pay this.
No, I ain't never had nobody do that. Like I say, it's easy to sniff out people that don't respect your side of it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? There's too many other people out there that do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's a lot of people get that this is money just literally fell out the sky.
100%.
I didn't do anything to find this deal. Didn't do anything. Somebody just called me and said, "Hey, here's some money." You know, I just got
100%, man. And the cool part about it is that if you're dealing with a real buyer, man, they like, I don't care how much money you make, as long as the numbers make sense, we'll make the deal happen. Those are the type of buyers that you want to deal with. Because at the end of the day, they ain't washing your pockets. You have buyers that will watch your pockets, and then you have buyers that don't really care. They're investors, so they understand the hustle. Mm-hmm. And 9 out of 10 times, no disrespect to no realtor, but a wholesale is gonna have a lot more grit and a lot more hustle in them.
In most cases.
So, you know, there's some cold realtors out there, and I respect it. I respect it all day.
See, those realtors that are cold like that, normally they make a really good living, but they still leave a lot of money on the table because the position if they can network and market however they go about getting that leads, you know, that commission is a dwarf on what they'll make just in assignments, not even talking about stuff that you could do creatively to hold properties yourself or whatever. If they just strictly got a realtor's mindset and not an investor mindset, they leave so much money on the table. The ones that, like you're saying, that can really go in out there to get it, they leave so much money on the table. So much.
Because they already be capped out anyways. They already be capped out on their commission. And it's like, I mean, I've ran into some cold like realtors like on their hustle, like, and the thing is that when they like that, man, you could barely get them on the phone because they got so many clients that they're dealing with, they got so many moves that they're making, and you know what it is that. But even those realtors, man, they understand the game and they like, yeah, we do business with wholesalers. Like a realtor, they be like, yeah, I don't understand what an assignment is. I don't want to do no business with you. That's stupid. It's so dumb.
Yeah,
it's so dumb.
That is so dumb. Yeah, like so this right here. Yep. The answer is yep. Yeah, you do. Like that is so dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is so dumb. Like,
but I'll be feeling like, man, because I've had broker realtors, right? They're brokers, and they're like, well, you know, I could use my license for doing business with you. And I'm like, how? You're an investor, everybody else, you're buying a property. How would you lose your license? And then at the same time, I don't understand that side to it because I've never really looked into the bylaws and the laws when it comes to being a realtor and all that stuff, man. So, you know, it's just one of those.
That's him saying that, and he has nothing to show you. Now, things have changed a little bit with the laws down some states, but pre that, you know, he had nothing to show you on that, right? Because it's a real estate transaction. It's not like we're doing this on a hood of a car, right? A title company or a closing attorney is still involved. You think they're putting their livelihoods at jeopardy on something illegal? Now, I know some bad players out there in any industry, but I'm just talking about the ones that's still in business. You know what I'm saying? That's all you have to think about. These people are not doing that, and if it's not above board, just because you don't know about it doesn't mean it ain't legal. That's why a lot of money is made in this world on what the masses don't know.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact,
in real estate is such a cold hustle, man. Like real estate, I've done a lot of hustles. I've been in a lot of business, and the abundance that I've discovered with real estate the amount of people lives that I've been able to impact and people have impacted me, it's been a game changer, man. Like that's how it is. Another thing, another red flag that you should definitely run when it comes to dealing with buyers is if a buyer is like, hey, connect me with a seller and I'll pay you a finder's fee. You run
Now,
the business.
now, to hold that thought right there. I have participated in. Matter of fact, um, well, I've participated in multiples of those and gotten paid or whatever.
Yeah.
I have to feel really good about the seller, and it's going to normally be a buyer. So, but the reason I'll give you an example on how that's working. Um, it's worked on the commercial side of it, right? That basically under that agreement or whatever. But it's like the relationship with the buyer that I'm sending them to is really how I'm getting paid, right? It's not really the seller. So I'm not tripping about them being uncomfortable about the position that I'm in or whatever. I wouldn't advise that. That just comes from a lot of experience and then I ain't have nothing to lose at the same time. We were going to lose the deal anyway, right? And so
Yeah.
if I had a buyer ready to do it and I know they're going to pay me, it ain't no big deal because we're going to lose the deal anyway, right?
Right.
So that was the way to still get paid or whatever. But again, I wouldn't advise it or whatever. It just worked out for me, and it has not worked out before, but more so than not. It ain't something I would advise though.
Here's the thing, Flip. In those situations, though, 9 out of 10 times, it's not going to be a favorable position for you.
Well,
because
no, it's not, but it's worked out for me more than not. And see, we're talking about
worked out for you, but a brand new guy or girl.
That's what I said. I don't advise it. I said I don't advise it.
A brand new guy or girl, man. Like,
but we're talking about see the biggest hurdle is the amount of earnest money that they wanted to put up to do
right.
it. Right. So we're talking 40, 50 grand. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah. So if I got a buyer say, hey, I got you, I'll roll with that. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah, 100%.
It wasn't going to happen anyway. But again, I don't advise it. That just comes from just relationships that I have built with somebody else or whatever. And I wasn't worried about what the seller would do because I got paid anyway or whatever.
And
but
that's the relationship.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a scenario. I'm a new wholesaler. Mm-hmm. I got a property. I'm talking to a seller. Seller's like, oh, no, I want to talk to the buyer. I want to talk to your buyer. I don't want to sign no contract with you. I want to talk to your buyer.
I ain't doing that.
I don't want to talk to you. I need for you to connect me with the money man, the person with the actual cash. Like when like you don't want to put yourself in those type of situations, man, because you want to be in control. Because this is a business that you're running. Like, this is not no hobby. Like, if you're just going to get in and get out, I get it. I understand it. Like, for those people that do it, cool. That's on you. But when it comes to this business, I take it very serious. So this is vital information. Like, you do not ever want to connect the buyer and the seller and hoping that they're going to pay you just for connecting people. I've been in those situations before when I first started out, and it wasn't the best of situations. It was so uncomfortable because now I'm sitting there wishing and hoping, oh, I'm going to get taken care of. So yes, if you know the buyer, you have relations. I've even seen those things. Go sour.
Oh yeah,
because now the buyer's supposed to pay $5,000 and the buyer done close the deal and they on social media fronting, and it's like, dude, you gonna pay me?
Yeah, I had a dude hit me up that somebody did him like that. They made like 60 grand on the deal, and was on the people that he was involved with, and the people on the internet like just frying, hey, we just closed this deal. I'm like, wow. I said, boy, I'll be 38 hot on that one. There was some wholesalers locked him out. It wasn't the buyer and the seller deal. It was more or less he was trusting another wholesaler.
Of course.
And pay him. Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Create that paper trail, man.
Yeah.
Create that paper trail. Make sure that you protect yourself and you're good to go, man. Period. I got a seller right now that won 10 grand earnest money.
God, on a
It's a hot deal though. The buyer gonna pay it. We gonna put a buyer in place.
Okay.
We're gonna put a buyer in place. I ain't paying no 10 grand earnest money. I mean, because of the purchase, because typically on real estate transactions, it's 2% of the purchase price. That's typically how it works. So it's like,
more than one or whatever. So, but anyway, less than that amount. So, yeah.
Dave Darden, question: if a realtor does send me something, what do I need to look for? Does it need to be off market? Do they need to already have talked to the owner? What is good about a realtor sending me a possible deal?
Pocket listing, off market. They already in touch with the seller. They already talked to the seller. They already know what the seller want. They're willing to pass you off, introduce you to the seller, so y'all could make the deal happen. That's what you're looking for. If a realtor does, here go on market property, you have the same information through Zillow, through Realtor.com, through Homes.com, all that. So pocket listed, not listed yet. Hey, it's going to touch the market next week, but I'm giving you preferable treatment. I'm sending it to you now. This way you can make your offer. Okay, cool. That sounds good. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's basically the definition of a pocket listing, just to make sure we don't just pass by that word.
Oh, yeah.
It's a property that they haven't made available to the public yet. They haven't advertised, they haven't listed it yet for sale. So they giving someone, and I don't even know if that's really legal in some situations or whatever, but they can't control that, I guess. Because they could literally list it on them and take it right back down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or whatever, just to make sure they're covered, But yeah, so if it's that situation, then then the numbers work. It's a no-brainer. Now they have some value now. A lot of agents, it's some agents out there do that. One of the biggest flippers here, and he and I done some deals over the year. We hadn't done one in a while, but that's where he get a lot of his deals. Is that agents will hit him up, hey, I got this, you know what I'm saying, or they'll take this or whatever, even though it's listed or whatever. So he has that relationship built with some heavy hitter agents that deal in the higher dollar areas of this market or whatever. So he gets a lot of his deals that way. He deals with wholesalers for sure, but he gets a lot of his deals that way also.
Josue, I took a month vacation off work to pursue getting deals. What's the fast way to achieve that in months time frame? I'm tired of my 9 to 5.
Tired of my 9 to 5. Boy, that's yeah. It's gonna be the fastest way, man. Right here, just text the word KISS 205-964-5243. Man, I hope my guy get the form up today. I'm excited about that. Just try to get you guys, make it easier for you. So,
dude, we back at it with the text game too, man. We opened up the campaign yesterday. My wife went in and adjusted my go out level and everything like that. We sent out like 500 text messages. We already have 2 yeses. About to put one on the contract today. I was like, okay, all right. So niching down the list. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Texting is where it's at right now.
I'm scoring on the texting.
Yeah.
I proved. Well, once I got deactivated and got approved again, it was over with. After that, it was on my, you know what,
right?
So, hey, ride that while you can, man.
I got you. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, that's where my first self-storage deal came from. From a text message, like $150K deal. Came from a text message. So that hurts.
We got 30,000 plus right now that we just gonna go back through and just let's go. Now everybody need to get talked to. You need to tell me that I already done the deal with you. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I forgot. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
So you going back through a list that you went through before? Just to see
Yeah,
if
man,
it's
because
more
Well,
than
yeah,
my
one.
yeah.
tech,
You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to exalt a minimum. I don't know over what time period, but you're supposed to go through a list at least 7 times, at least.
you supposed to drain it. Drain it.
Go
Because
back.
just because they didn't want to sell in January 2025, in March or April this year, life is a mother, man. You know, hey, wife don't want me no more. She ain't finna get these 2 houses I got that I had before she married me. Yeah, I want to sell them and sell them quick. Or I got these 2 houses in divorce. Those were his babies. I am going to give them away to you. I had a lady do me like that one time. Hey, she gave me a great deal on just because she wanted to piss him off and send him the HUD statement on what she sold it for.
Oh wow. Just to piss them
Yeah.
off.
That is amazing.
Juju.
You can love someone so much and then hate them. It's just amazing. It's
It's
amazing.
every day. I've been running
I love you.
more and more realtors that want to get on the phone. When I get them on the phone, how should I expect the conversation to go?
Then they gonna normally just gonna want the same old stuff.
They're just trying to vet you.
They're just trying to vet you. Like, hey, so you just keep it simple. Hey, we buy houses, we buy a lot of them. We're gonna make offers. We prefer to deal with the listing agent. Okay, where can I send the offer to you? What price are you offering? We hadn't done the numbers on it yet. When we do, we'll send it over to you.
Boom.
Yep.
Karen Flanagan, do you set your own escrow account with your business bank account?
I don't even know how to do that. I guess that makes sense, Karen, though. But normally you want a third party to hold that EMD.
That goes to the title company or the title attorney. So you hold it as a part of closing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And she's also asking, do you record an affidavit of memorandum for each of your deals?
Memorandum is only good until the contract is up. So that's just to put it in place just in case the seller want to shop his property or whatever the case may be. We just ran into that situation. But yeah, the memorandum is only good until the contract is up. So the biggest thing, guys, is just make sure you're building trust, rapport with these sellers. People do business with people that they like, trust, and genuinely care about. So if you show that you genuinely care about them, they're going to genuinely care about you too. I got a seller right now that's like, man, I've had a realtor tell me they could list it for XYZ, but you've been looking me out, and I'm gonna make sure I go through with the deal with you. So, it's just all about the rapport that you're building. And sellers are going to talk the most smack. Man, you know how much money I could get from this and blah, blah. Shut up. You're on the contract already. What you going to do?
What you going to do?
I hope ain't no sellers watching this. I think going off on here.
Robin Adams, can you explain the portion of the offer email of what I will be giving as the agent commission, the 3 choices?
He said, can I explain it?
This is Shashi.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing that we're trying to get the form did on it. So I'll go ahead and do it now since it's not ready. It's not ready. 6 minutes, Doug, refresh your phone. Let's see. We're gonna open up this one. Let me open up a couple of things here. Okay. All right, so where are we? Scooby-Doo. All right, so the access what she's referring to. You just text the word KISS to 205-964-5243. It'll take you over to this page right here. Do you know people? That's why, I ain't complaining. I'm just making an observation here. Is that I'll send people to this page, and I guess I need to move this down so they won't go past this. And they'll say, I wanted the free. I thought you said the training was free, so they'll just click here. They won't go past this now. I say scroll down. It's gonna be magical. the video. So maybe I need to move this down or whatever. But anyway,
Hey, probably.
that's amazing.
Some people just won't scroll. They just won't scroll.
They won't scroll, babe. Anyway, so what it is, what it is.
It is a lot of information.
Yeah. So anyway, so you're gonna go here. Here's the document that we're referring to. Again, all you have to do is just click on it, and then once you get here, hit File, then Make Copy. You can name whatever you want to name it. All right. So I have this this one here used to try to help people understand it or whatever. Why is it doing that? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Somebody's on it. Is it me? Is that you, John Wayne? Who is the anonymous person? Is it me? No.
Stream?
I don't know.
Adrian, or maybe you.
No, y'all can see my screen, right?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I'm trying to see why is this somebody else seems like somebody else is on it or something. What else do I have? Anyway, we'll roll with it. Okay, so the first thing, so let's identify a property on Zillow. And I guess this is a little bit more complicated than what it needs to be. So we'll go to Miami as we always do. We'll get out of there though in a second. So we're just gonna go with a property and a price range here somewhere. So we'll just pull up this one that's 410,000, right? Looks like that's a condo or something. Let's do an actual house. Doesn't really matter, but all right. So let's find something more reasonable than these. Miami doing. Let's see. Let's look at this one for 490. Well, I want something cheaper. Let's do this 260. All right, so we're gonna do this house right here, right? So it's an auction property. We don't know on the target there, but so forget about the auction part of it. We're gonna go with this 260 amount, right? Okay, so now we're gonna take 260,000. Okay, well, let's go back to the table. So our table shows we're between 150 and 300 at this 260, right? So we're going to be at 50% on that. But the first thing we want to do is, so let me grab this address here. So let me grab this address and I am going to duplicate this. Okay, so, and I'm going to rename it this street here. Okay, so first thing we want to do, we put 260 in here. We want to know what the agent is going to make. So we need to start there first. So 260,000 times 3%. 3%. So it's $7,800, right? So we're going to $7,800. That's what the agent would make based on a 3% commission at full price. Okay, so now we're going to take that 260, and we're going to multiply that to create our offer, calculate our offer. We're going to multiply it times 50%. We're at 130. Okay, so we're going to take this 130 and we're going to place it here. So this is A, right? So this is A right here. Okay, so now we're going to take A and multiply it times 6%, which goes into B. Okay, so we take the 130 and multiply that times 6%. It's the same thing. And it only does that when you're at 50%. So it's the same amount. So now what does that mean? So now C doesn't matter because we're at the same amount that the agent would make at full listing price. So C, we would actually delete in this situation, right? I'm not going to delete it, but we would delete this. Okay. So now D, you calculate D by in this situation, it's going to be the same as B. So it's going to be 7,800 also. That's the total amount, total paid to listing agent. It's going to be 7,800. All right. Anything above 100,000, the earnest money deposit, which is E, is going to be $1,000. Anything below is going to be $500. All right, so 1,000. And then we try to do at least 23 days, 23, 24 days from the date of when you send this over. So what's the date? Today is the 17th. So we got what, 24 more? Is it 30 days? It's 31 days in January. So we got 14 more days plus 9. So we would be around the 9th of February as far as the date, right? So see what we would delete in this situation. So I'm just going to put delete. I'm just going to put delete here, right? All right, delete. All right, so boom. All right, so that's filled out. Now that's at 50%. Now where it gets tricky for people, it seems to get tricky for folks is when we're dealing with a dollar amount that's below, that's in the 40 and the 20% range. Again, hopefully my web developer, I have that ready to go later on today, and that'll help get you guys out to be able to figure that stuff out. So if we do, let's do this 120 right here on this house right here. So it says 119.9. All right. So again, so let me grab the address. All right, and let's fill out another one. So we'll do this, duplicate, rename, boom. All right, so the first thing we want to figure out how much the agent is going to make. So it's 119.9. I would round up, but I don't want to confuse people. So we're going to just keep it just how it is. 119.9, 900 times 3%. We're at $3,597 is our number, right? So that's what the agent would make. Okay, so we're at 100. Basically, we're below. We're between 150 and 75,000 and 150. So we're at the 40% rank tier, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to multiply 119.9 times 40%. And our offer is going to be $47,960. Okay. So we're going to place that here. That goes into A. If we go back here, you see that's A. All right. So now what we do is we're going to take A and multiply it times 6%, which will give us B. Okay. So now, so we take this number here, multiply it times 6%. It gives us 2,800, and we'll just round it up to $78, right? So I'm just gonna do 8 right there. So you see, this is less than this amount. Remember, we're trying to make the agent whole, right? So we're trying to get them at this price, at this commission or more. So we're going to add. So in C, that's when we'll add money, right? In C. So we're going to add $1,000 to C. All right. In this situation, to get B, to get D, which is total paid to listing agent, we're going to add B and C together. So now that's going to give you $3,878. And then the EMD is going to be $500. All right. And so now the date's still the same here, which would be February 8th, because we're on the same date doing this. Now, well, I've done it, so I know I'm probably got some people confused here or whatever. But hopefully, when we get the automated form out, and you just put in the number, it just fills it out for you. And you download it.
Yeah, make it a lot simpler.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Gemini Ways. Can you guys use that tool to see what buyers are in an area? Curious to see what my friend could get.
Yeah, if you give me the address.
The address, Gemini Ways, and we'll take a look at it. Let's see here. The homie Ron. My cousin is a realtor, and she told me it's up to the broker if they want to work with the wholesalers.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have brokers with different opinions on that. So different brokers are gonna have different criteria. So
And Chris is saying, can't you send your finder's fee contract to the title company to ensure you get paid once the deal is closed, just to make sure you get paid? Is that possible?
Not technically, that's not how it works. That's what a purchase and sales agreement is for, or an assignment contract, not a finder's fee agreement. Now you're getting into the world of being a real estate agent, which requires a license. That's not really how it works.
Yeah. Let me see. Edward Thames is Jr. saying, I have a buyer that did that. We bought 2 separate houses and then paid me after closing, but I know it's not common.
Yeah.
And I don't think Chevy was saying not to do it, but not as a beginner, you probably wouldn't know about that buyer.
Yeah.
But not to say you don't do it at all, because there's some situations where you would do it and get paid. Yeah. But I understand as a beginner, you probably wouldn't know which ones are gonna do what they say that they're gonna do. You don't know, when you first start out. Deal. Thanks, Chevy. Texting is yet another way. Oh, and people were asking what
what software
you were using. Yeah.
We have a CRM go high level, but you could put your affiliate out there, Todd, for that.
Yeah, I hate that. You can roll with it on if you want to got a affiliate link on that. Just tell them to text you on it, because I
you can set it up.
Yeah, you gotta set it up.
You got to build it. Yeah, you got to build it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I build mine. My wife is very tech savvy, man. So she was able to handle all the back office stuff. But yeah, if you got to definitely build it though, like build it. You got to put workflows, because for you to send out mass amount of text message, we had to work our way up to where we're doing 3,000 a day. But you gotta build it up though. You definitely gotta build it, and we've had it now for a year. It's been phenomenal though. It's been a game changer for my business for sure. Because you could do everything inside of the app once you build it the way you want to build it, or you could pay somebody to build it. I mean, hell, call me. I'll set it up for you guys. So we'll be able to set it up if you want to use Go High Level for sure.
Let's see here. Oh, you're saying that the site is fine. Karen Flanagan, typical when a realtor passes on a pocket listing, what's in it for the realtor?
Oh, they still want to get paid now.
Yeah, they're gonna make their money.
Yeah, they still want to get paid. They still going to want to make whatever they normally would make.
Yeah, they're gonna want their 3%.
Yeah, 3, 6, whatever.
Josue, when using the KISS strategy after giving your offer, are you doing any further negotiation, like asking? Is that the best you can do?
Yeah, you can always try to negotiate more, because it's subject to you seeing the property or being inspected. People revisit all the time, and it could be on the contract, and you say, "Hey, this ain't gonna work." That's part of what your due diligence period is.
It is part of your inspection.
Yeah,
you got to respect that inspection period, because it is phenomenal. Yeah. Make sure you put that in there.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work for us.
Yeah. Due diligence. Mm-hmm. Have you ever locked up a property and didn't put no inspection period in it?
Yeah.
If it's a hot one. Yeah, I get it. If it's a hot one.
I don't do it now per se. Oh, you mean? Well, yeah, I'll do it now. If that's if a seller says, hey, I don't want an inspection period.
Yeah.
I'm confident that.
If it's a hot one. Yeah. Oh yeah. But a deal is a deal when the numbers work. The seller is highly motivated, and it's like a no-brainer. It's like a no-brainer. You're like, man, this is too good to be true. Yeah. In real estate, depends on the situation. It is. But yeah, man. Dude, I don't know what it is, but around this time when I'm trying to do the stream and everything, my phone be off the damn chain. That'd be crazy.
Business hours.
Diego's different says, I was studying to become a real estate agent, but didn't pass my test, but have some knowledge.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't need a license to do this. It's just a part of the toolbox, man. It's just a part of the tools to add to your toolbox. Like you got to think creative finance, right? Doing subject to seller finance, being creative, structuring deals. That's all. That's a tool. Wholesaling, it's just a tool. Flipping, it's just a tool. Buying a whole, it's just all of these different terminologies is just a tool in your toolbox for you to be able to say, you know what? If I can't take a deal down this way, I know how to take it down this way. If I can't do it this way, I know how to do it that way. That's why you do need a realtor on your team. You do need a mortgage. You do need a mortgage guy on your team. You do need an inspection guy. Build your team so this way you are able to be kind of like a one-stop shop for your seller where you could be a solution for them for sure.
Julius Moses, is it common for a private money lender to ask for origination fee?
Yes.
All right.
They in it to make money too. But yeah, absolutely.
Michael Goolsby has a property in Atlanta, Georgia. Comp.
ATL.
Shouty. Oh, okay. Let me put it. You got it up. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. How much you got it for?
It just say it's not listed.
Yeah, I'm looking at what buyers are paying for on these. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, realtor always be hired on.
What'd you think about this one? It's consistent in the numbers. 435.
Oh, y'all waiting on me? Oh.
Well, he didn't say how much he has it
So
on
we
the
got
contract.
430. I mean, if he's saying the comp it, that means it's off market, which is a good thing. 435, 467. What else we got?
How big is it? 1,900 square feet.
606. So I would stick with the 400 something. So let's just say 450.
That's how much you would offer.
No. So we're at 60. What's that? 60 or 65% on that one?
60.
60. So at 450. So 270 start.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, 270 to start for sure.
Yeah, that was the last one. And Karen Flanagan is asking free batch text service, Google Voice. That's a question.
You're gonna be limited on that.
Ain't gonna allow you to send too many.
Yeah, ain't gonna allow you to send too many.
Free batch text service?
I guess she's saying is Google Voice is what she's asking you to do that.
Google Voice? I mean, because when we say batch, we're talking about many.
Yeah, you would probably bet. I don't know what their number limit is. It's not going to be much before they probably start to shut you off on it. So, pretty sure some research.
They're gonna shut that down real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Yeah, I wouldn't advise that. I mean, you can use it for your signs or for some people to get in contact with you, but batch text messaging, they're gonna shut that down immediately. Michael Goodby, what would you say? Okay. Well, you said what the offer was.
Oh, start with 270.
270, Michael.
Dear Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, Flip. Yep, today's my day. You got to be out.
Okay. Dabo, let's roll out. So 12:50. Okay, so we appreciate everyone that joined us this afternoon. Yes, it should be afternoon in a couple of places not. But we hopefully you got something out of the topic today. We answered a lot of questions, reviewed a few properties. Make sure you follow us in all the places. Like, share this. We don't ask for much. If you could at least do that for us. You're on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tap the little bell and you are alerted whenever we do go live. If you want access to the scripts, just text the word ball to 205-964.
Michael got that thing for 230. Let's go.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Text ball to 205-964-5243. Oh, yeah. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
So,
Michael, let's be on that thing, man. I'll let you boy.
So, for sure. So, with that being said, we'll see you guys hopefully on Monday. It'll be a holiday for a lot of people, so we should have maybe a few more people that join us. Look out for the update on the Zonks forum. I may be able to. I may do a video on it if we work out the buzz, because normally not going to be ready to go immediately. But anyway, I'm sounding like a pastor now. Let's go. Thanks for on the flip side.
Flip man. It's the flip man. Flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.